I always need a little snack, Kanzu. I'm fat. Moving, darn you. Give everyone a blessing. Armor strip. Say give you a mouthful of buckshot. Open wide. Slam a G. Thank you. There's a thing for me to eat. Come on. There we go. Alright. Open up, Sonny. Who's the plane? Choo-choo. Open up. Beep boop. Why did you shoot it off into the air there? Hit him. Thank you. Good Mario Booble. Oh. How art thou today? Hope your Thursday is going Kino Nifty. Oh my goodness. Please. Thank you. There we go. Armor strip. Open. Refresh, reload, and Slam Jam, thank you, man. Dude. Bro, come on! Thank you. Another S18, very nice. Yes. Galvanized savvy. Maybe we'd want better reload speed. Or we can just slap in an Omniforma and not have to worry about it. As for you, piss, baby. Why don't we slap on Weeping Winds? Be the most original here. So we've heard this one before. Condition Overload, Blood Rush, Weeping Winds. Very original. I say that with 5,000% sarcasm. What? It's time to kill things.
these hell scrubbers right back up.
You know, I can't even ask if someone's a Backstreet Boys kid or an NSYNC kid. So many of you who are young. Back in my day, the young kids were my age. Oh, you're all too young.
Serving up another hell scrubber.
No, my combo. Lots of belly love today, I see. No, my combo!
Hey, be on the lookout for Sporex charges. Every little bit counts.
Tail wiggle.
Why they call it house rubbers? It's the last little
Yes.
stay on top of those scrubbers. See where
More tails.
Baby's gurgling. New health scrubber bubbling up. Situation critical.
Doing that just to get rid of it. Bench. just using it to get rid of it. I can only reliably protect so many of these at a time. And why do you keep catching the funk? You can't stop the funk, no. There are all the enemies. Give me something to sink my hammer into. More goobers to go. I'm going to let that one corrupt. I'm not going all the way over there. Just want to focus on killing enemies. And besides, it'll make its way over to me. Any more enemies to squish? Well, if you stop making scrubbers pop up in Timbuktu, I wouldn't have to let them go, now would I? Look at that, 421 meters. Why am I going to travel to the other side of the globe? I'll be honest, I probably don't need Weeping Wounds out this thing. I will take Blood Rush though. Surprise. Another thing off in no man's land is getting infected. Ready to go. There's one of the scrum bubbles. Some more. We can get out of here. Done. And we'll get another prize on our way out. Because we spent 20 minutes doing this. Oh. Just barely under.
The system continues to fall into chaos. Check navigation for active invasions.
Then after I get all the things I need from Red Veil, I can finally aspect into the pairing sequence. Which is where we will probably be leaving our clan allegiances to the rest of time. Yeah, what's the next one? The Organ Reactor. And then another Organ Reactor. And I'll probably get the Exilus weapon adapter. As much as I like the melee arcanes, I can at least just buy those. There's Exilus weapon adapters. Are a small bit of a pain to get. Not impossible, but me. Fast travel! I will not pay you with commies. Okay.
I give you coordinates. You go in. Don't get anyone to take that up. Early lunch for Cosmo. The infestation is beginning to never touch us. It was a thing that happened there. I need you to take the Hex toxin and kill the boy.
And some of us can't fucking a handbag. Yours, only yours, with a single dance band. It's no lie, we sit in the crowds and look and rehab vagina malfunction. Ooh, 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 ooh. Man, amps are so bad. And not in the Michael Jackson way. There's a new redeem, by the way, if you haven't looked.
Kind of.
is my fire rate so slow? The hell was that? How are you not dead? Was I just juiced by Volt last time? I don't recall my shooting speed being this low. Damn you, Nova! Of course the Nova's fucking speeding him up again. Why would I expect anything less of Nova? Look at this shit.
everyone today.
Oh, shut up. Let's go one Nova Y. I don't know if I could possibly capture seething rage to the degree required to make that happen. There's blood pressure. We really not have much critical damage boosts? This is what we're going to be boasting. I'll put... Oh, we don't have enough. Amalgam organ shatter. That actually might be a little bit useful. I don't know. Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man. Pep. Yeah, Fame Squad. Plus Chisel. What? And that's that lich done and dusted. Orb. Let's see. What am I being pinged for? Nothing. Die. Honestly, playing through Resident Evil 4 Remake, I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. Like, for one, I feel like the gameplay is better than original, in general. But they also cut a lot of stuff, or bastardize things. And that I'm not okay with. As well as the baffling decision to make knives breakable. But it's a lot like Resident Evil 2 Remake, in that they have a lot of things in the game that are just there just because it was in the original game, but they don't include any context for it. Like, in the original, you had Salazar and his servant fused together into a Las Plagas monster. But in this one, Ramon gets shot off an edge, and then he flies back up as a magic monster man that barfs. And he just flies. Like, there's no reason why he should be flying, but he flies. And it's just like, why? There we go, got our challenge done. So they made Krauser, for some reason, be like, oh, none of the things matter because all I want is power. Me am anime man who has no friends. So now the Shonen Leon hero, like Shonen Hero Leon, has to come and show me that friendship is important. And now I must die because I realize friendship was important all along. And that was just the shitest thing. That's not true. The shitest thing is Ada Wong's voice actor. She can't act. She seems completely disinterested in the role. She just reads the lines. And it's like someone's aunt or something. I don't know. I've heard she was a racist hire, for lack of a better term, where the original voice for Ada Wong was fired because her race didn't match the character, and they got some random person to do Ada Wong now. I don't know if that's true, but racism is never good.
That's all.
I'm pretty sure I don't have to make that statement, but I don't know, some people seem to think that's the cool thing to do. Yes, sirree, let's bring segregation back. Oh, but, gripes with that aside. The game's not bad. It's like a 5 out of 10, I feel. I'm getting pretty close to the end of the game, I know that. I don't have strong feelings either way for whether it's good or bad. Anyways. Okay. Kill Tekra with melee weapons. Oh boy. Brindle. Alert! Alert! Honestly, there have been a lot of negative things in general lately, especially after that one guy's murder. People have been absolutely insane about him. and I don't like it. We shouldn't be celebrating someone being murdered. From what I understand, like, I never heard of the guy before the day he was murdered, but, like, from what I understand, he was just some debate bro. Here says 9 infected outbreak. Sounds about right. I have complex feelings about that thing, because, like, some people are like, oh, it's never okay to celebrate someone's death, and there's other people that say, oh, he's a fascist. But that's thrown around constantly that it has no meaning anymore. So, was he a fascist? I don't know. But from what I understand, he's just like a college debate bro. He wasn't anyone who was actually like having any influence on anyone's demise or suffering or anything. So, like, it just sounds like people are just celebrating the murder of someone that didn't share their own ideals, which is not good. Not at all. You don't want that. That is among the slipperiest of slopes. You talk about how censorship is the slippery slope. Once we start dehumanizing each other and murdering each other just because our opinions don't align, that is a swift, bad road. Probably shouldn't say what you heard Zayden say. Go ahead and say it. If the guy has done something bad, like, feel free to tell me. Just going by what I personally know, and I know that I don't know everything. Like, I'm just saying, murdering people, no bueno. Few gun deaths were justifiable to keep gun rights. Well, I'm not saying they have to grieve the guy. But there's like people literally going like, we need to kill his wife and children too. Or we need to kill this person or that person next. And it's, again, getting, like, murdering people for a difference of opinion is not a good thing to do. It just... I guess for lack of a better term, there's a proper way to go about things. Like celebrating the death of Osama bin Laden. Yeah, that's justifiable. The guy was directly responsible for thousands of deaths and generational trauma of not just the US, but even Afghanistan. Like, that is a reasonable time to go, yeah, okay, this guy's dead, he was a piece of shit, let's go. But, like, a guy with really shite opinions, that's not exactly what I would call justifiable murder material. No justice was being carried out. You just killed someone that is like a 4chaner. Ultimately, nothing of value happened, and you just make yourself look bad in the process. Why am I having such a terrible time? Oh my goodness. I guess the long and short of it is, like, I don't care if you feel sad for the guy or not. I genuinely don't care. Like I said, I don't know anything about the guy. I'm not personally invested in him at all. I'm just disturbed that this would happen, period. Like the United Healthcare CEO being killed, that one is debatably like the guy had it coming sort of deal. I wouldn't say to go out and start murdering CEOs, but like, this is more like the consequences of his actions, and the guy is responsible for the deaths of many. They arrested an American even though the bullet was from another country. Like the last rich person that was killed, the arrested person didn't look like the suspect. Oh, when they were like arresting every person. Yeah, the whole situation was absolutely stupid. Like, embarrassingly stupid. For that. And they only caught the real guy because the guy's dad turned him in. Anyways, you don't want people murdering each other for a difference of opinions. At all. At all. Like, just a patsy like Luigi was. It's basically ideological fanaticism. And I know nowadays fans are more thought of as something like, oh, I'm a fan of this game, I really like it. But fanaticism is more than that. It is actually, like, it is literally a form of insanity. American even get a Turkish bullet if they wanted to. You can look it up real quick. Fly up here. Okay, illegally import foreign ammunition in the USA. Yes. There you go. Like, I would be more surprised if you couldn't, because America is like one of the most laxest countries when it comes to gun laws. I am personally a believer in the Second Amendment as a right, but I also think there should be more restrictions when it comes to guns, because I know from personal experience that it's too easy to get guns in America. So you think it wasn't the guy that the guy's dad sold out? I'm not personally here to say, like, whether or not the guy actually did what or who. I'm just saying, in general, it's not a good look to be like, yeah, this guy who had a shitty opinion, he's dead, yeah, fuck yeah, I love it. That's just cringe, I guess you could say. And it's also not a good thing, because you don't want people that don't like you already to have a reason to feel like they should defend themselves. Because of the already tense political climate in the US, you don't want people now being like, okay, the other side now wants to literally murder me. I should carry a gun and preemptively kill them. It's like, I don't want to see people going around killing trans people because of the lunatic idea that all trans people are pedos. And I don't want people going around killing people who are, like, Christian just because they're like, oh, all Christians hate gay people, so we should kill all Christians. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to see it. It is bad. It is, again, a super duper slippery slope that will lead to nothing good. And it's just been personally disturbing for this past week because of it. Thank you. I am definitely not one of the kind of people who are like, oh, violence is never the answer. There's, like, again, a time and a place, and person with shit hot takes is not the person to do that with. So, soccer drop nothing for you, rough. Not even a mediocre mod. Usually drops a mod. He doesn't always drop one of his weapons. I have to say, I do not like the political climate of the US that has been around since... for the past decade, actually, since 2015, is when I really noticed things were getting kind of stinky. We haven't had a real election in over a decade. We just have people being like, that guy's stinky! No, that guy's stinky! And it's just like, none of these people are fit to be president. Why are they constantly being shoved as the candidates? They are bad. They are all bad. Why does America insist on this two-party system? It is bad. These people are bad. Disappeared and got nothing. Not even a resource notification. Oof. I know people don't really get the warm fuzzies when it comes to political talk, but as the saying goes, you may not be interested in politics, but politics is very interested in you. People need to understand the importance of debate and contrasting opinions. And understand that what we need is to not insult each other and demean each other and be like, my way is the only way. And so suck it. But rather, let's see if we can figure out a good middle ground. Like a reasonable middle ground where we can see our contrasting opinions and reach something reasonable. You know? That's the way it should be. That's the way it used to be. Instead of being like, oh, all Democrats are evil. Or all Republicans are Nazis. But when it's like, there are people who are evil, there are people who are Nazis, but not everyone is that way, and really need to stop abusing these things. These words, this mudslinging. Because if you make it lose all its meaning, then it has no meaning. And when someone's actually a Nazi, when someone's actually racist, when someone's actually evil, people are just not going to care. It's honestly just like a complete lack of maturity on so many people's parts, especially the most vocal. there needs to be an emphasis on maturity again. Like, people genuinely need to grow up. And that isn't just number-wise, but, like, for age, but mentally. Why is my compressor out? Anyways, that's my 2 bits. It's been weighing heavily on my mind, and I don't like the way anyone's been handling things. I don't know anything about the guy. I don't want to know anything about the guy. He isn't some militant leader ordering the genocide of 1 billion people. He isn't... It's a mass murderer or what have you. Or someone that is lawfully evil, abusing the legal system to hurt people. He was just a guy with shit opinions. And people calling for murders of more people they don't agree with, like Asmongold of all people, is... it's diabolical. Why are there so many people that hate Asmongold? He's just funny internet man. I feel weak. Yeah, I thought I was hot shit, but guess I'm just plain shit. Game, please. Oh my goodness. Hit the fucking enemy. Thank you. How long until we hear me screaming about Nova? There is no Nova in this group. But also, there's no Volt in this group, sadly. So, no super jacked up damage. At the end of the day, people need more love in their heart and less hate. There we go, broke its armor. I think Pepe's Scream is a good representation of how I feel about the Nova players. Why is no damage happening? At least this gave me an ample opportunity to see how good my Sobek really was, because I wasn't sure how good I was. I think the Volt really were, they were using that one augment mod for Electrocute, where if you hold it, it buffs yourself and your nearby teammates with a huge electricity damage buff. And that is another reason why we want to get so much Forma. It's because I plan on spiffing out all of my equipment, including all of my frames. But, you know, you need 5 Forma per Kuva, Tenet, and Coda weapon. Which is insane. Plus you need Forma for other things, like weapon adapters. And I guess Warframe Exilus adapters, but me... The Exilus slot for Warframes is usually not really something you need to sweat too much. And also, I have so many Warframe adapters that I don't know where they all came from. I believe I have 1 blueprint in my foundry, and I have like 11 or 12 in stock. Ow. Open. That's one of my favorite ending lines for the mission. You're not welcome on Kanzu's plains, snot thing. say we do some relic cracking to end the stream. Kitchen goes next.
It is time.
am the heavy unit that approaches. Go away.
Alarms. Data destruction is imminent. You need to hurry.
Columbally imminent.
Got it. The data is still intact. Have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Very nice. Get my bits.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
And our little bonus steel path. essence. Nine void traces? What do you mean? I want to look. Speed. What about fire rate? Shotgun barrage, yes. Revive speed. Why? I don't know. Going to max it out. Even if I don't use it right away. Because I have more puncture. Blunderbuss, I guess. Anyway. Suppose we'll wait around to see if any other players come along. Ugh. Feeling ill. And time is just about up anyway, so... Finally. Diglett feats.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again. A coolant cell has been extracted. A fuel cell to replace the coolant system. Restarting the reactor will produce hazardous magnetic activity. Guard the console and prevent lockdowns while cleaning the roads and coolant system.
It says guard the console, but you don't actually need to guard it. Thank you all for hanging out with me out today. I want to leave you all with this closing thought. Love one another. Please. And that's all. See you all next time.